Hey guys, I know I said I'd make a video about my position as vice president on campus and really just hoping to inspire people to sign up for Senate. So sign up if you thought about it, if you're thinking about it, if you're contemplating it, if it's ever crossed your mind, sign up. But just a little bit about me and how I even got the position. It was open, but I didn't know that. But I was deciding to do a self-revelation far away from home, so I stayed in Minnesota on campus my junior year over the summer, and I just worked and really just tried to figure out what was next, save up for school, stuff like that, and just strengthen my relationship with God so that by the time I graduated college, I would be in a habit of what it looks like, kind of just be comfortable with that. But so I figured out the VP position was open. Mind you, I didn't think about ever being on Senate since my freshman year of college. But I didn't know anything about it, didn't know how to get involved, so I kind of just brushed it off my shoulder and left it at that. And then it resurfaced my junior year over the summer while I was having my little revelation. And I kind of just talked to some staff about it, talked to some friends about it, kind of debated and contemplated, prayed about it, kept saying, are you sure, this is really what you want me to do? Is this the route you want me to go? I haven't been in this position for a couple years now, And at the end of the day, obviously I did it. And I don't regret it. So definitely if you feel like that's what you're going through or that's kind of the storyline that you went down, it was brief, but if that's kind of what you were dealing with or are dealing with, I definitely say still do it. Because my hesitant feeling or like I'm not good enough for this feeling definitely didn't go away once I found out I got the position. It kind of just forced me to like relax. Like I just kept telling myself like it's fine. Like I felt like I wasn't equipped. I felt like I wasn't the type of student that would be in that position. I feel like I had made a name for myself in sports, and so that's all I was on campus. In reality, definitely not. But overall, I made the decision. I definitely was hesitant. Even in the first meeting, got the butterflies, like not really knowing what it was going to be. But I'm glad I was with the group of students I was with because we all kind of shared the same goal, which was to be more present on campus. We all noticed that like there was a Senate, but nobody really knew there was a Senate. And so we wanted to change that. And I hope we did a good job of that, a good start of that, because obviously it's going to take longer than a year to really get that going and be comfortable and really get people to hear you. But I definitely think we did a good job starting. It takes a lot in that position. Like you're going through a lot. You have to handle a lot of things, whether it be the broken pool sticks in the lounge to a broken lamp up by a dorm, so it's super dark out there. Like we talk to a lot of people about those things if we know of those things. So students really need to voice their opinions and comments and things of such to Senate in order for things to happen. And I'm not saying only go through Senate. Like if you definitely know people in charge who you can go talk to, definitely do that. But Senate is there for a reason, and it's not just so people can have titles and put it on their resume. It's definitely there for the help that students want. So all the complaining that you do, all the things that you like on campus that aren't there anymore, or things that you like that you want to see continue, definitely Senate is the place to go to, whether you are a part of it or you want to tell people who are a part of it. Because, that's our purpose. And let me tell you, we were really busy. So you add that on top of being, for me personally, working 2 jobs, being a student athlete, and being involved in SAC. I had a lot on my plate, but it was worth it. It was worth moving things around. It was worth the less social time. I feel like I had a lot of social time in college, so taking that away my senior year wasn't really a problem. And I definitely am grateful that I learned a lot about myself. Different leadership positions definitely teach you different things about yourself. And I've mainly been in sports, so I mostly know about sports. And it's definitely forces you to work much better with communication. I know sports, you have to communicate, but you're also more focused on your physical abilities so that you all can use your strengths to accomplish a goal. And with Senate, it was more like critical thinking and putting together thoughts or even breaking apart students' thoughts, because there were things like we needed to say, okay, here's what the students want or they think. How do we do this? Like, where do we start? That type of thing, you know? Excuse me. So it kind of opened my mind up to a lot of things, a lot of different aspects, and kind of taught me like you have to look at things in more than just what it is. Like, it's more than just getting that light turned on by the dorm because it's super dark. You know, like you have to go through the school, you have to go through laws, you have to go through finances. Like, it's so much more to that than just a simple quick fix, which I think sometimes students can get lost in the fact that they're on a college campus, so they don't realize that. But Senate definitely tried to do a lot of things and get things done. And I think we did pretty well. I don't know if how many people attended our events, but we wanted to be more of like SAB kinda. Just in the act of being more vocal on campus, doing more things for you guys, having more fun, stuff like that. Because we are out in Minnesota in St. Bonifacius, and it's not much to do, especially when you're like me and you're thousands of miles away from home, and going home is rare. I think I only went home maybe 4 times my whole college career. So for me, it was important to figure out my campus and figure out who does what and what I can do to help the next student like me, or the next person who's from Florida, or I don't know, Kentucky or something like that, New York, places like that, what I can do to help them feel comfortable on campus like me. And so I feel like you should really sign up if you just have a passion for being heard on campus or wanting the students to be heard on campus. It's definitely a selfless job, so you have to put everything before yourself. And when I mean that, I mean sometimes even for me, sports, sometimes there were things that I didn't do for my sport because of Senate, and that was by choice. That's because I chose to do it, because I felt like Senate, whatever the case was at that moment, was more important than working out. I could have worked out on my own. I always worked out. So it wasn't like a super big deal to me. But if you just are in the mood to help, or even if you just want that business aspect where you're focused on a chain of people in a business, and you want to understand how that works, and you want to understand how it works to be on a team that has to work with other teams within that company, I definitely would say sign up. And also, if you just want to see change on your campus, like, it's as simple as that, because really that's really what we were basically trying to do. We were trying to be more active on campus so that things could change and students could enjoy campus more. Students could feel like it was a place where they wanted to be for longer periods of time, you know? So I definitely say sign up. And especially if you were like me and you didn't really know if it's something you wanted to do, or you used to do it, but you felt like, oh, now I'm older, like maybe that was that and I don't really need to do it now. But or if God is just speaking to you like he spoke to me, like I kid you not, I did not think about Senate at all until that summer. And it was like on my brain all the time, like I should be involved, I should be involved. And Senate was the only thing popping up. So I feel like that was just the Lord telling me, like, hey, this is what you need to do this year. Whether it was for the school or the students or for myself, I just know I needed to do it. And now I'm thankful that I did it because I've learned a lot about my leadership style. I learned a lot about communication in the business environment. And I also learned about just how, like I said, things work in a business. It's more than just school, it's more than just sports. Like, there's more to it once you get higher up. And so I'm thankful for that because I have a lot of goals that would require those certain professional aspects that I experienced with Senate. So, with that being said, I'm ending my video. And if something hit home for you, or maybe a couple weeks later this pops back up in your head, sign up. The sign up sheet will be on there. There's no definite close date, so don't worry about, oh, it's not going to be open if I decide to wait and think about it. Right now it's open, so go sign up. We'll be posting throughout the rest of the semester the sign up sheet and keep people updated on the Crown app and on social media, especially mine. So if you want to be up to date or you have questions, just feel free to message me or something. Or if you have my number, text me. Because I don't mind talking about this. I just want the same positive vibes that I feel like this year's Senate team brought to Crown kept going, you know? Like, it would be nice to see more and more and more progress in that aspect of the school because it's really important, and I don't think students realize how important it is. But that's it for my video. If you have questions, message me on Messenger or comment on this post, whatever the case may be, and I will definitely get back to you. Bye.